Hey everybody, Alden plays Civilization 6 New Frontier Pass continues with our Lady Six Sky of Maya playthrough. We are nearly complete with the Chichen Itza. Not built in the city of Chichen Itza because that's just it's not even possible, I think, but also this is just a way better choice. How are you guys doing out there? Today's been I would say just an eventful day for me. You ever have one of those days where you wake up and your bathroom was flooded? Because that's how my day started. Had some, maintenance people around to help deal with that. Open borders and some, you know what, sure. It's not the best deal we've ever seen, but it's also not terrible. But yeah, I had some maintenance people around to come deal with that. They don't know exactly where the leak was, so it's possible this will just all happen once again. Hopefully not. That would be tragic more than anything, I think. But, so that's how I started my day. Hopefully you guys started off on a better trajectory than that. What am I looking to do with this city right here? We have an observatory, we have an entertainment complex. Probably we should be working on getting some of these, some theaters up. I'm gonna go for the minor bonus here, I think. It's nothing incredible. And that we didn't need that farm for anything in particular. I mean, it's housing and gold and whatnot, but just going for the +1 bonus was nice, I think. Galileo. Do we have any spots where we have like a nice wrapped in like 4+ mountains? It's looking like we're hitting 3 mountains in most of these spots. I'm just taking a peek around to see. This is a 4 mountain region. How long would it take our friend to get over here? Say 9 turns. How much of that is... we're gonna warp you over here, and then we're gonna start running you across Jadvig's territory. We have a builder. We're not friends with Grenada anymore, unfortunately, so we can't add a bunch of Alcazars to the area. But that's okay. But yeah, so the what else is going on? The bathroom flooded. Hopefully it's better now, but we're not sure because they didn't really know how it flooded or why. They replaced like some seals or something. I don't know. They do what they do. Hopefully they did it right. What else is happening? I had a minor tragedy with my dinner as well today. Today's just a day filled with disaster. Similar to the game here, you know, I'm running apocalypse settings at home. I went to get my dinner. So we were running him over here. Let's not forget. This might actually be... somewhere in here might be amazing. Let's just start by running to this tile and let's see what this area looks like. I was making my dinner, which was... or I was preparing my dinner, which was pad thai. I go to plate it. And then I go to turn around. And I just started sliding in like what felt like slow motion with the plate in my hand. Trying to, like, I know I can't stop myself from falling, so I'm trying my best to hold it. Smoking squirrel. Sorry, I got distracted by the name of our new spy friend. Yeah, so trying to keep the plate steady and whatnot and hopefully fall to the ground with at least a little protective stuff going on for my dinner. I'll tell you, I probably got about a quarter of my pad thai to stay on the plate. The rest of it had to be destroyed. So That's the tragedy that's befallen Alden today. Hopefully you guys have had a better experience than that. Although I find that more humorous than anything. Waking up to the flooding is more annoying for sure. Although I was really looking forward to some pad thai. I guess I did have a little, but you know, not as much as I could have had I not been a fool. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to get some upgrades for my computer. Got our first commercial hub. I have a decent stature. Trying to upgrade my computer right now. I picked the worst time to want to upgrade my computer. There's like the parts availability is basically non-existent. I don't know if you've seen this, if you've gone through the same thing. You know, I'm trying to pick out CPU, motherboard, and whatnot. None of them are in stock. None of the things I want are in stock. It's infuriating. It really is. If you've not dealt with it, you're lucky. And if you've for some reason, you know, had to do replacements, like an emergency, like something failed, I feel bad for you because you probably had to go with something that you didn't necessarily want, just because of the availability of things. Or maybe I'm just bad at searching for these things. That's also possible. We all know how, I guess we don't all know, but previously, you know, we've talked about wanting to get a new desk and whatnot, which I still haven't done, by the way, and I still want to do, but I have not done it. I was bad at searching during that period too, so maybe, you know, hopefully my ability to find CPUs and motherboards is better than my ability to find desks. That's all I gotta say about that.
The Great Ball Court is also very impressive. I would like to have seen them play a game, although it sounds like the end was pretty violent. I think it was safer to be a spectator.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get a new one. I'm normally an Intel boy, but right now it feels like AMD is the place to be.
Characteristics of
I consider myself normally to be an Intel man. I've been rocking an i7 for a long time, and that's why it needs, you know, it's an old i7, it needs to be replaced. But you know, I originally looked at the new i9s, and I'd probably be happy with that. But it seemed like, for what I do, you know, playing games and doing development and stuff like that, that a combination of getting all the extra cores might be a little better. I don't think we need to change anything up there. So that's why I was like, you know, maybe I'll try this whole AMD thing. And then as soon as I go to try the AMD thing, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to do this. Everything is going to be cool. This is going to be great. What happens at that point? Nothing's available. It's madness out there. It's actually probably just the fact that, you know, the virus has caused a number of problems on production lines and all sorts of things along those lines. People are probably also producing less, I'm guessing, because there's less spending power. I don't know. I don't pretend to know the global economy, but I can guess. Galileo, let's go, brother. I can guess. I know for a fact that, like, you know, we tried to find a webcam for somebody, and that's basically impossible. You try to get one of these Logitech 922s or whatever. Good luck. Good luck. It's not happening. And those ones made more sense to me because you know, a lot of people working from home that normally wouldn't be working from home, so they need equipment to help with telecommunications. You know, you're having Zoom meetings, or in my case, Microsoft Teams meetings. You want to be able to see people face to face. So I get why those are gone, but It has to be something else for the CPUs and whatnot, right? It's still, I still think it's probably a result of the virus. That's my best guess. We did get our prize, so let me go ahead and get a builder because we need to, or maybe a couple builders because I just went click crazy there. We need to improve all of these cocoa resources that are untouched. What else? What's happening in the life of Omega? I got my replacement mouse because the old one, you know, occasionally would give me grief. I think it was probably the cord. So far this one's fine, so I was thinking it was either the cord in the old one potentially or the USB port. Hopefully it's not the USB port cuz you know, I did nothing to address that, obviously. Give me some sources. Our spy is out here to do good work. This is an ally, though. Maybe I shouldn't be too gung-ho to steal from him.
If you can walk away from a landing, it's a good landing.
We do have flight.
The next day, it's an outstanding landing.
We have flight. So someone mentioned, as I was like, well, you need to get oil to make use of flight. You can just go straight for advanced flight instead and make use of potentially aluminum. So let's go for radio and see if we have some sources of aluminum, hopefully. Because if we want to make some planes, then that's probably going to be our best bet along the way. Our pillaged Alcazar needs to be restored. There you go, my friend. How's our Taruga looking? We just need one more. We need one more governor point, right? So our next governor point, it's coming from nationalism. Okay, so we're getting close to being able to get that bonus to science that we're desperately looking for.
To nature.
My gold per turn looks like it's down. I think we need to look at talking to some of our friends and making sure that our trades are going. Because I remember this distinctly being up in like the 110 region, something like that. I'm going to take rationalism and drop it right there. Okay, so I said I was going to do something and then I got distracted. It'll come back to me, I think. Did I say I was going to do something? I don't know, man. It's one of those brain farts that just, it happens every once in a while. You think you needed to stop and do something. Maybe you did, but you don't remember what it is. Get out of here, privateer. Your kind is not welcome in this region. Not that I can do anything about it.
ماذا فعلتم ليأخذ الله منكم تلك المكافأة؟ عودوا إلى.
Why are you talking like that, Mansamusa? Oh, I remember. Not why Mansamusa is talking to me like that, but stop breaking my things. I'm gonna give you something else to break right now. What I wanted to do was go ahead and start making some wheeling and or dealing. Mansamusa, you're offering me like 3 per for those, and that's not great, because see, you could get 4 per plus a one-time bonus of 97 huge gold pieces. He does not want the spices, which I think is fair. Make sure we keep things going. 10 per turn plus a one-time deal of 5. The 5 doesn't really matter too much, but that 10 per turn, it's a beautiful thing. Philip, I gotta say, thank you for the deals. I hope we can trade like that in the future. You're a reasonable man. Although we're not on the closest of terms right now, I would like to turn that around. If at all possible. I'd like us to have a great future together. Until such time as we bomb you to oblivion if necessary. We might not bomb you to oblivion. Because it might not be necessary. But if it is necessary, you best know the bombers are coming for you. Oh, look! It was that little pep talk I gave him about the bombers, and he's happier now. Yeah, look! He loves us. All we needed to do was threaten his very existence with bombers, and then he came around, and now he's a beautiful friend of ours. Had nothing to do with the trades and how we've been peaceful and friendly this entire time. Plus amenities from each lake tile within one tile of Huey, and then +1 food and water from each lake tile in here. We have a decent amount of lakes, right? We got this lake, we got this lake, we got this lake. We're a lake-heavy environment, I must say. So the Huey is going in. The best spot for the Huey would actually be maybe over here. Perhaps you would like to make the Huey? It's going to take you longer to build the Huey, though. And really, I'd like to get this thing done. So let's go ahead and drop that bad boy. Perhaps right here. Why that spot in particular? Because there were only 2 choices. I mean, there were more than 2 choices, but those were the 2 I was looking at. Get your market. I could buy it, but it's gonna just take 4 turns. We can wait 4 turns, can't we? We're just giving this privateer a field day over here. I'm gonna let him pillage and leave. It's ridiculous what he's up to. He's a crazy person. But I mean, if I was that privateer, if I was in control of it and the AI kept just repairing the things over there, I'd just sit there and be like, yeah, keep repairing. I'll keep pillaging, you keep repairing. It's a great thing. I'm sure that's what he was thinking. A factory would cost us $13.20. I think that's... I was gonna say that it's worth doing, but there's really not a whole lot else for our capital to be producing at the moment. So, instead of purchasing it, I will bank those dollars for a time in the future when that is more necessary. What kind of gold can we get? 19 gold per turn? Or we could trade with you and get +3, +4, and 17 per turn. That seems like a pretty sweet gig right there, to be honest with you. That trader knows a good thing when it sees it. And it goes for it.
Science owes more to this.
So the Renaissance era ends in 2 turns. Renaissance era ends in 2 turns. Renaissance era, 2 turns is when it ends. We could buy a ship. I'm just trying to think if that's, like, can we get to a golden age? You could buy a ship. We can't really buy a great person. It's not happening is what it's looking like. It's not happening. Everybody send me money, please. I've been a very friendly person. No one has any reason not to want to help me out, right? I've been doing great things in this game for people. Mainly myself, but also for people. I want to have an airport. I will put it, I'll just put it over here, I suppose. We're gonna get ancient walls because that he's driving me insane. Everything's being pillaged out here. Something must be done. I do want to get a ship to deal with what's happening out here. What I don't want to do is waste the air score this time when I don't think we're gonna get when I don't think we're gonna be able to turn that into a golden age. Which is okay, it's fine. And I'm gonna vote for both of these aid requests. Apparently, Poland also had some problems. Did we trigger our own disasters by sending the sandstorms or whatever? 17 people voted for me, but 27 voted for Jadwiga? What? Why do they like her so much more than me? Lady Six Guy. I feel crushed and betrayed right now by my allies. Even though they did vote to get this thing going for me. I still feel like we should have had more votes in there. More votes than Poland. I'm very upset with you. I really should not steal from an ally right now. I know I spent the time setting things up for that, but it's not a good choice. It's not a good look. It's not the right thing to do. Instead, we could go steal from he's a friend, but he's not an ally. I accept your gift. I have to remember that these are gifts and not threats. I'm so used to the one-sided exchanges being bad. Oh yeah, thank you guys. Everybody, you guys are great. Yeah. So what I was wondering, did I trigger this by having, 3 turns of sending sandstorms through my cities? If so, that's a worthwhile use of charges, I think, is to try to trigger one of these things. I never had thought of it as a potential. Mainly because these things I feel like they're just completely out of your control. But now, if they can be triggered off of like a sandstorm or something like that, then potentially they are in your control. Did you ever think about that? I just did. We're going for trade routes, so let's just base it off of that. How about that? What do you think about that one? Grenada? You want to have a little airport nearby? Move a little commerce around, move a little people as well. I think we could do great things. I really, really do. Okay, great work up here, builder. Oh yeah, we need to make sure we have all the jungles in our region because nobody else deserves jungles more than we do. So let's make sure we have that under control. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna trade like that. Of course. Why wouldn't you? So stay away from me, you evil, evil barbarian man. Here's what we need to do. We need to go ahead and purchase what you might call a frigate. We finally got our naval unit. It's taken us 300,000 years. But we've built the ship. We're ready for anything. If anything means traversing the sea. Because that's the only thing we're actually prepared for. Alright, Alright, let's continue repairing. We seem to have evaded our friend the barbarian for a little bit. Our friend the barbarian. No, you stay away. 1,000-year flood. It has hit Big Ghost. Hopefully everybody over there is safe and secure. We're looking out for you, Poland. Get another trader. We're not at max traders yet, and that's never a good thing. What can we do with faith, by the way? We can purchase military units. Right now we don't need them, so there's no point in investing in them if they're just going to cost me gold per turn. We don't need this iron really either, but I think maybe it could help you out if we grabbed this for you. We sent you over here to deal with that. He could become a musket at some point if we were so willing to spend that cash money on it to invest in our people. This town is looking pretty sharp, I gotta say. Let's go fix some stuff in our capital. So there is a... Whoa, calm yourself. There is a privateer to be dealt with. And now we can repair things in peace, perhaps. I may be speaking out of turn. I was speaking out of turn. How dare you? You go and destroy the hard work my builders have spent wandering around fixing your crimes. You horrible monster. What do we need? I mean, a lot of these things we just don't really need. So I would say veterancy maybe could be useful for harbor buildings. Beside that, I don't really know. Yeah, you're done. And now I'm gonna desecrate your corpse. What do you think about that? Nationalism is here. That's a big day for us. Let's move towards mobilization next, but with nationalism comes Amani's puppeteer status, granting us, hopefully, yeah, 10 points in Taruga, which gives us 5% science in all cities for each different improved strategic resource they have. So it is beneficial to have this right here. Oh! Yeah! That's the boost right there. Give me the science I crave. Heck yes, brother. We need to fix these. Our capital has been devastated. I don't know by what. Definitely not a sandstorm that rolled through. Hopefully. So we built our airport. We don't need to be building basic planes, nor can we, because we do not have oil. So what we need to be doing is continuing to research, continuing to grow, to learn, so we can make them big boy bombers. Using the power of aluminum. Alright. Observatory. We have a harbor here. I don't think we've built an appropriate holy site. One that would get us era score plus be able to use this person. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get that started. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it is useful. All right, we'll deal with you next turn. You will be dealt with. That is the truth. We want to... Do we want to just farm around here? Normally I'm a mine man. But the fact that that one has a couple pieces of faith per turn going out of it made me question my normal decision making. I'll probably stick with it though, I have to say. I don't think I'm a changed man because of it. But I did take a moment to think, to strategize, to reflect.
A world without radio.
You jerk! I hate you so much. I hate these barbarians. Give me advanced flight so I can bomb these barbarians out of existence. I have no bombers and I must scream. Let's go for art, I guess. We're not on a path for archaeology at the present moment, although, you know, we could take the time to go for it at some point, if we so choose. Let me go trade with Poland. All right, give me some sources. Start with sources. Always a good decision. Not always. Usually a good decision. I take that back. Send an envoy or two. We could bring Grenada back into our good graces, and I do think about that largely, so that we can flesh out the desert area here. If we're looking for maximum density of these things, we could put one here, one here, one here, one here. I don't know if that's probably not the best bang for the buck. Let's start by doing that one. Here, I think you do here, but maybe you do here and here. When you get down to that region, you might take a course such as that. There's some islands over here. We could take the opportunity to perhaps make some settlements in our capital. We're building the factory first, but I see some potential out there for new places for the Mayan Empire to expand and thrive. I ruined the faith per turn. I absolutely devastated it. That's okay. I thought you were a worker for a second, Hildegard. You're not, so let's just have you chill there. 258 signs per turn. There were those that said that it was an impossible dream to break that barrier. That you would be mad to try to accomplish such a feat. But madness runs in the family. And I could not stop myself from research and research and research. What do you get us? A Eureka moment for chemistry and a random technology. Economics and chemistry. All right. The Huey! The Huey's going to be big news for us pretty soon. We're going to love that one. We need you to have these lake tiles, probably. I want all these lake tiles in my empire. You get this lake tile. You get this lake tile. All the lake tiles belong to us. Especially this lake tile. Not gonna give Hul'che the time to accomplish that. We have immediate needs. And they must be fulfilled. Fez! Fez, you're one that I normally don't respect very much, and I'm gonna continue that philosophy because I do not have a religion. But it is still nice to see you, my friend. City is unpowered. Unpowered city, how dare you? Just gonna clear that little reminder there because it disappoints me. And disrespects me. We need like more commercial stuff. So let me go ahead and get a commercial hub going in this region. I think that makes the most sense for us down there. More trade routes equals more money. Equals more food as well as we trade with our allies and get the +2/+2 bonus with every ally trade route that we do. You know, we love that one. What do you want to do? I guess let's drop a farm. Farms still feel valuable. Because they add housing, they add gold. They help you grow. It's a lovely thing, really.
But the wrath of
the Huey.
Hul'che was great. And as the sacrifice passed each of the 4 rooms dedicated to the sun god, the sun disappeared or reappeared in the sky.
Is that how you said it, Sean? Hugely poochly? I like it. That's a good looking wonder right there.
Economy, however.
Heck yes. Triangular trade. I would like some triangular trade. Not gonna lie. It's kind of juicy. Do we want it at the cost of builder improvements? I think the answer might be yes. If you asked me right now, I would say the answer could be yes. It's really only getting us like 20 gold and 5 faith per turn. So I may have gotten a little more excited about that than I should have. But that's okay, right? That's not bad. Do we want to build? The answer is obviously yes. Do we want to build an airport? Of course you do. Who are you? Don't matter. Want some rye? Of course you do. That was a great game. Did any of you ever play the Zork games? That was specifically Return to Zork. I don't think I played any of the other Zork games. I think that was the only one I played. I would go over to my best friend's place. We would play it on his computer machine. And it was really, really good, I must say. Probably does not stand up to the Civilization 2 test of time. Or was that 3? Was that 2 or 3? Test of time. It probably does not stand up to the test of time. But it was pretty entertaining back when I played it in the, I'm going to say early 90s. Mid 90s? Somewhere in there. All right, we need to make sure we keep our friendships and allies up to date. So let's see. Friendship? Friendship. Embassy. Now, Canada. All right, how did we start this? We started with Mapuche as, I believe, a research ally. And then I feel like we went to Poland for an economic alliance, cultural alliance with Poland. And then we turned to our friend Wilfred and we said, would you like... No, Wilfred! Would you like a religious alliance? I must have messed up which ones were going to who there. Either that or I missed it for too long and they picked up another ally. which, you know, that's my own bad. That's my fault. It's not Wilfred's fault that I messed that one up. But that's it's okay. It is what it is, and it is also at the same time okay. The next session is in 1 turn. Interesting. We're getting 264 science per turn. The Mapuche are at 222. 139 for Poland, 135 for Greece, 124 for Canada, 122 for the Khmer, 103 for Spain. Mali's at 92. We're getting 104 culture per turn. Lautaro with 169. 96 for Canada, 150 for Poland, 172 for Greece, 107 for Spain, 75 for the Khmer, and 121 for Mali. We're in a pretty good spot right now, and we could start to turn this thing against them. Obviously, you'd want to wait like 30 turns, and also you need to make sure you have enough force to deal with the fact that everybody is going to absolutely hate you when all of that is said and done, because you betrayed an ally. So if we're going to go for it, we got to remember that. We got to be ready for it. The other thing is, I just, you know, we've been getting aid from this. It seems like they toned down the amount of aid they're willing to send you. But we are getting some valuable resources from our friends out here, which is nice. When they first put that in, though, it was just insane. So it seems like it's toned down now, which makes it more reasonable. I'm glad to have it, I gotta say. It's a nice little boon, so thank you, my friends and allies out there. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. Hopefully you don't have any sort of bathroom flooding or pad thai dropping experiences, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later!